everybody, welcome to Wednesday night live here. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here to the Stoney Ridge farm, please jump in, pound that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're getting this after the fact, turn on your notifications. Click that little bell down there and it'll let you get notifications when I post a video. So if you're a fan of the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're not, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, and please jump in here and subscribe and follow us. We're sharing our beautiful journey here in the foothills of the Blue Ridge. We're going to give some people a little time to get in here. Hopefully we have a nice, successful live stream tonight. Going to probably play the guitar a little bit. I can't see your comments scrolling through right now. My phone's acting a little funny, so we're just going to kind of come in here and watch me screw up my own song. So this is a song, typically I don't do this. This is maybe the first time that I've done an impromptu kind of live song here. Hopefully the audio works out good. But this is a song that I wrote back in the day. Oh, cool. The heat pump turned on. Go to bed. Go to bed, doggies. Let me turn the heat pump off. Air conditioner is on. It's a little warm today. There we go. Now we're talking. Go to bed, dog. Go to bed. All right. So behind me, you can see, just so you guys know what's going on, these are our tomato plants that we planted. So while you're enjoying the music, that's what's going on back here behind me. So this is a song that I wrote back in the day before we moved up here, before I even knew that I'd be living on a dirt road, having a fish pond, and living out here in the country. So it's wonderful, and it's my pleasure and my joy to bring this farm to you guys so that you can see what we're doing. I hope you really enjoy it, and again, pound that like button while you're in here, and if you're not subscribed, jump in and subscribe. If you don't like the song, stick around. It's not the whole video. With a cane pole, that's the best you'd ever know. Best friend was a fishing pole through a cornfield down a holler. That's where I'd go. Never thought about the bright lights, about the good time, about the city that I'd call home. Start over. Redo. Grew up on a dirt road with a cane pole. That's the best you'd ever know. Best friend was a fishing hole through a cornfield and then a holler. That's where I'd go. Never thought about the bright lights, about the good time, about the city that I'd call home. There we go. It's all about the country. It's a calling. It's a place that I call home. I don't care about the city, about the bright lights, cause you know where I came from. Wanna holler about the dirt roads and a cane pole. That life so fun. Country. I grew up throwing baseball in the front yard with two brothers that I love so. Take turns on the lawnmower, mowing green grass, just one more lap. I know me and sister catch a firefly at the sundown, tracking mud in the house for sure. There we go. It's all about the country. It's a calling. It's a place that I call home. I don't care about the city, about the bright lights, cause you know where I came from. Wanna holler about the dirt roads and the cane pole, about a life so fun. Well, I moved to the city and I found my wife. Never thinking about the country, and it sounds alright. A hugging and a kissing on her every night. A dreaming about a family and a living right. Talked to growing up and the times I have about my brothers and my sisters and my mom and my dad. Now that's the kind of place that we want to live our lives. And dirt roads and cables, making love every night. Yeah, it's all about the country. It's a calling. It's a place that I call home. I don't care about the city, but the bright lights, cause you know where I came from. Wanna holler about the dirt roads and the cane pole, about a life it's so fun. Country. Welcome to the farm, man. Welcome to the farm. Well, folks, I wish I could see your daggone comments. Robert, Lila, thumbs up, everybody. Gypsy, thank you so much. James, everybody, welcome to the live stream tonight. Don't have very good turnout right now. Do wash your hands. My hands are probably dirty right now. So I've been out working with the chickens today a little bit. Let me get over here where I'm out of the sun blasting me in the face. I do have a frosty beverage tonight. It's been a long day. A very good frosty beverage. Get that in your beard. Make you feel good like a man. So this is the view out the back door of the house, guys. And if you've never seen, we've done a few videos back here, but not a whole lot. Right here are our tomatoes for the year. This is 72 tomato plants, and these are all big boy tomato plants. So we got big boys, better boys, and runs that we're planting in the garden this year. That's way more tomatoes than I'll need. So what we're gonna do is share those with friends and neighbors and family. So pretty cool. So, hello, everybody. Who's saying say Dora? What's say Dora? Brandon S. Brandon S. If I could have a moderator to take Brandon S. out of here and block him, that would be awesome. If my old buddies are out there moderating, throw him out. Hold on. There we go. I'd user on this channel. Goodbye, dude. You're done. Somebody just pulled out front of my house. I'm out. I'm out. Go to bed. Go to bed. Supposed to be babysitting the house there, kid. Come on. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm the absentee vlogger today. So, guys, just so you know, we have a driveway monitor system here at our house. I've done a couple of videos on it, and there'll be a future video in the next few weeks as I help one of my neighbors out by giving him one. But it's a guard line driveway monitor system, and that thing works. It works. So it will pick up to a quarter of a mile out there. So what was that song name? That's called Dirt Roads and Cane Poles, man. I think I saw your comment. Thanks. That's called Dirt Roads and Cane Poles. It's one of my original songs that I wrote here before we moved up. And I did grow up partly on a dirt road. And I used to fish when I was a boy with a cane pole. And I had to walk through a cornfield to get there to the pond. So my stepdad and mother own the pond now, own the land where the pond is. And that's how I grew up, man. So when I got home from school, I'd grab my fishing pole and my cane pole, and I'd go over to the pond and try to catch that big bass every day. That was me. That was living. That's how I lived. So a lot of folks that really want me to say hi to them. Caesar, hello, hi, how are you? So we're here on the farm today. Hopefully folks are getting notifications on these videos. I announced about I guess probably a month ago or so that there was a video that was going to come out about sustainability, and that we had the Google film team here at the farm for a few days, and that video did not come out today. It was going to come out on Earth. I think they're gonna move it forward just a little bit with the whole COVID-19 thing going on. That kind of got put on the back burner. So sorry to disappoint. I really wish it was disappointing for me to get that news, but that's just part of life and part of what's going on here in our world and our country right now. So it's a scary thing, especially for young people and such. We're talking about living on the farm here, growing up. That's kind of how I grew up. I grew up going fishing in the pond, and I grew up we had chickens and cows and pigs and all that stuff, and that's kind of how I want to live, and that's what I want my family to experience, and what I want to share with you guys. So that's what it's all about here. Just shopping ghost control gates based on my videos. Yeah, ghost control gate controllers are good. The battery's dead in my ghost controls gate opener now, So we've just left the gate open for now. My neighbors have been going down and getting firewood. We had some trees fall down with the hurricane we had last year. So today I went out and moved the chickens and gave them a little more space. Last night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and the night before, about 3 o'clock in the morning, we had a raccoon and a fox out there trying to get into the little mobile chicken coop, to no avail. They didn't get into that coop and they didn't hurt any chickens. However, our chickens are getting a little bit bigger. You'll see that video this weekend. Lots of cool tips. If you guys are raising backyard chickens, lots of cool tips will be out there for you. Let's see. Jared's in the house. Let's see who all's in here. I wish I could see all these. So we're going to do some giveaways tonight, but I can't see the comments. So I want to do a super clean prize pack giveaway, and what I'm going to do right now is we're going to come up with some sort of trivia for that. So what was the name of the song that I just told you? I want you guys, first one, tell me the name of the song that I just played that I told you the name of. That you win a super clean prize pack. Super Clean is a partner of the channel, not a sponsor of the channel. We work with them. They're great people, and I just care about them, and I want them to do well. So Dirt Roads and Cane Poles, Philip Cole, you're the first comment I saw. Philip Cole, go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com and shoot me an email, dude. Brian Meatley, or goodness gracious, Brian Meatley, thank you so much for that super chat, a $10 super chat. It really it helps. It helps the bottom line here on the farm. Everything helps. Everything really helps. A little bit of news for the YouTube channel, for the farm channel here. We've been on the phone talking with Woods, and we've been working out a deal with Woods to get some equipment out here to the farm. And whether it's a lease or a purchase, I'm not too sure just yet, but we're going to get a seeder because we've been seeding all of our pastures for the past, I guess, 6 years, 5 years we've been here, and I've been renting a seed drill for at least 5 or 6 years. In that time period, I've probably spent more than $6,000 or $8,000 on seed drill rentals. So I'm trying to save some money by getting the equipment that's appropriate to seed our pastures. So cows are doing great, guys. Popcorn the Willis Jeep is in there. We're gonna go mobile here in a minute, so I'm gonna pick you guys up. Stick around, hang on to the channel here. We're gonna go mobile. I'm gonna take you around. We're gonna talk, we're gonna show you a little bit of what's going on. So we're just sitting on the back porch now so you guys can kind of get an idea. And I wanted to show you my little mater plants, man. They're really doing well. Hopefully I don't drop them. And these are those peat pucks, those peat buds. And a lot of people have a lot of trouble with these little peat pucks. They have trouble with them molding up. You can see the roots. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the tomato plant roots are starting to come out. That's okay. They'll come out fairly aggressively. They're seeking water, and these are a little bit on the dry side right now. But you want to keep them moderately dry so that they don't mold or mildew. If you put water and dirt in a container and you cover it up and you don't let it get any airflow, it's going to rot. That's it. You put water and dirt, or peat moss in this case, in a container, it's going to mold and it's going to rot. So if you ever start seeing any mildew or mold or rot in a tray like that, you need to get some airflow. You need to open it up, get it outside, get a fan in front of it, something like that. Get some airflow over top of it and dry it out. That's why you have that problem. Brian Meatley is common mistake, but blah blah. I can't. Wish I could see all your comments. Yep, Chris Tinker. I appreciate it, man. The somebody already guessed it right, so I appreciate it. We'll have one more giveaway before we leave today. I promise you that. Okay. So Super Clean's authorized me to give away a couple prize packs during these crazy times that are going on right now, and they also wanted me to let you guys know that there's a recipe on the Super Clean website for making something that will what do I want to say, sanitizer, a cleaner that will sanitize. So they just posted that, so check out Super Clean's website. Great people again. Who is disliking? If you're still watching, you need to like instead. A lot of people clicking the dislike button. That happens. It just happens. That's just it. I've got some people that subscribe to me just to hit the thumbs down, and man, I don't get it. I don't really get it. I work so super hard to produce content that's interesting and fun and educational, and that's what I do. And some people just really, really hate that. There's a couple guys out there that think that I'm out to kill the cows or something to that effect. These people are keyboard cowboys who've never ever experienced anything like what we're doing here on the farm, and they're angry and they're jealous. And I'm sorry, and bless their hearts. Just bless them, bless their little hearts. I'm sorry, but it shows when you leave a sorry comment and a hateful comment. It just shows. I, I, what I'd just like to think is that they just don't understand. They just don't understand. You guys can probably hear this bird. I've got a bird right here with a nest right beside me. Matthew Sherman, I did see your super chat. Love the channel, learning a lot. Keep it up, man. Thank you so much, Matthew. And Patricia Holtz is now a new channel member. Guys, thank you, Patricia. Welcome to being a channel member. Guys, if you don't know what a channel membership is, it's just a way of giving back. It's a way of supporting the channel, and it's a monthly subscription to the YouTube channel. You don't have to become a channel member. You don't have to do a super chat. It's all helpful. It all helps the bottom line, and it helps me produce the content that I do, and it helps us build our farm. That's it. That's what everything from YouTube goes to, is building the farm and building the future. And for the next 10 years, I'm going to be here. As long as there's a YouTube for me to post videos to for the next forever, I'm going to be here. So when we get ready to build our house, when we build log cabins on the other side of the farm, when we get the sawmill up and going, I've been looking at mills for bandsaw mills to get out here. I actually looked at a Wood-Mizer LT40, and we're kind of on the fence. I want a mobile bandsaw mill. I want to be able to actually make some money with this too, so I can make a little side money cutting lumber and take you guys along as I make a little side money. Pretty cool. There's something making big banging loud noises here around me. Let's take another sip of our happy beverage. I'm the only one supposed to be making big bangs and big noises. Luann, I think that's what you said. Bossler, woo, love your channel from Lewiston. Is that Lewiston, PA? Awesome. Maxwell says it's not letting me watch the video. It says unavailable. Click it again, brother. How's the pond? No fish died. So we introduced fish to the pond last week. Hope you guys enjoyed that. A lot of comments about that video. Hey, Josh, you don't need to acclimate your fish. Catfish are tough, man. Boy, you put them catfish, just dump them in there, you know. Cool. I didn't do that. And I went off of what was told to me by the folks that sell the fish. And it was acclimate them. And take about 5 minutes to acclimate them. And that's what I did. So it worked out good. My neighbor, Tony, whom I did the video with yesterday, installing that Rax 360, which will be given away in next week's live stream. I'll announce the winner. So Tony has put catfish in his pond, and they all swam right in and went whoop and died. And I don't want to experience that. That's $200 worth of fish that went in those ponds. So around $200 worth of fish. I have some goats, and I just love them, says Luann. Keep posting your vids. I like the variety of content you post, Josh. That's it, man. Nobody else is doing the variety of stuff that I'm doing here on the farm, from automotive to tractor mechanicking to factory tours made in America, to UTV reviews, to lawn care, to how to make your grass grow, to how to raise chickens, to how to raise a garden, to how to build stuff, even building fences and building privacy fences and all sorts of stuff. There's just nobody out there that I know of that's doing the variety that we're doing. So the biggest thing that any of you guys can ever do for me is share this, blast it out on your Facebook, blast this stuff out, share my videos, please, guys. That really, really helps. That's the biggest thing. You and Wrangler Star need to do a collab. Well, let me tell you, buddy, I've contacted Mr. Wrangler Star before and mentioned that, and we were actually probably only about 2 hours from Mr. Wrangler Star's place. I like Cody. I do like him, but we haven't been able to put that together yet. I'll just say that. And other channels are pretty close, like Art and Bree and Justin Rhodes. They're all pretty close. I've been helping out 4 Kids and a Farm. I don't know if 4 Kids and a Farm is in here. I can't see my doggone comments, but I've been working with 4 Kids and a Farm, guys. If there's one person to shout out this week, 4 Kids and a Farm, go over there and tell them Stoney Ridge Farmer sent you. They're starting a new homestead. They're on about 5 acres, and they're in Northern California. Very nice people, very good people. Just getting a start on YouTube. So I think they have 600 and something subscribers now. Love to see them get over 1,000. That'd be so super awesome for those guys. So hi from Virginia. Keep on doing what you're doing, says Gian, I hope I didn't kill your name. I'm sorry. We've enjoyed watching your videos. Thank you so much. You travel north? How's the skid pig going? All cleaned up after getting stuck. Man, we pulled that thing out and I put it back to work, dude. That was it. We took the grouser tracks off. Let me explain that. Good gracious. Boy, I got a lot of grief about that. We took the grouser tracks. Man, I wish I could see these comments. Live chat. All messages are visible. That's a bummer. I can't see the comments. So we took the skid loader over and I got it stuck in the mud. Well, I didn't have the tracks on the skid loader. And the reason I didn't have the tracks on the skid loader, behind the scenes, man, I'm helping my dad out and I'm helping people out. So I needed to load that machine. First of all, we put new tires on it because the old tires were just falling to pieces. So I put new tires on it. It cost about $700 to put new tires on that machine. Took it to, have not taken it to my dad's house, but you can't really load that machine up on a metal track on a metal deck on your trailer. So I left the tracks off to go help my dad push some brush up into the woods and go spend a day with him. So me and Dad are going to spend a day together. I got him a log ox, and he had back surgery recently, so hopefully that'll help his back a little bit, and that's it. So that's why. Now I'm torn. Jimmy Houston starts in 3 minutes live. I don't know who Jimmy Houston is, but you should stay here, bro. Stay here. So we're going to go mobile here in just a second. I'll kind of show you what's been going on. We walk around the front side of this house here. You guys are really going to get a treat. It's just so beautiful out here, and those flowers behind us are dogwood trees. We're gonna leave this on the back porch. If you're not subscribed, guys, consider subscribing. Last live stream I picked up 4 new subscribers and like 5 new members. That was so cool. And anybody who's a new channel member that I didn't see, thank you. What I'm doing right now, I have my finger right here and I'm scrolling through to look at the comments. Cheers. What kind of beer are you drinking, Mr. Edberger? That is what is that? Sierra Nevada. Pale ale. It's a little bit stout for a guy that's really thirsty. So this is our shop building, and this is out front of the house. Let's walk this way. Okay, let's talk equipment and what's going on. It's my neighbors up there. That's what it is. So the skid loader here, the Kubota X1140 is loaded down with tools, and that's why you haven't seen it in a lot of videos, because it's got all my fencing tools. In here is Earl, the tractor. You see Earl has both wheels off right now. All the parts to fix Earl are in that box, and Josh needs to get in here and fix Earl. He does. And a table has fallen from the ceiling in here. That's weird. What's going on here? You know, a table fell off of the ceiling up here in the shop. Okay, popcorn. People are asking about the Jeep. Popcorn the Jeep. Right there. Right there, man. That's popcorn. But it's so packed, jam-packed in here. I got to get this thing out. I also got to get these old motorcycles out of here. Check them out. Way cool. Good stuff. Man toy projects for sure. And popcorn's new body is right there. So a lot of stuff to get done here. We got some new tires, new Continental tires to go on to Earl the tractor. So Earl might be staying. Woo, it's bright. Oh, Lordy. Been running around on the Cub Cadet a little bit today. There was a super chat. $10. Thank you. Actually caught one. Awesome. I'm glad you caught it. Glad you caught the live stream. That's Cub Cadet Challenger. When I get off live stream with you guys, I've still got man, it's so bright. There we go. I still got a little more live stream to do. I mean, a little more work to do. So I got to get on the mower. The Cub Cadet mower is right over there. Got to get on that and might be using the lights on that. And this is the grouser tracks right here that we had on the skid loader that I took off that made me get stuck. This weekend's video, spoiler alert, that's this weekend's video. That's our chickens. That's our mobile coop. And yeah, that's what's been going on. That's the farm, dude. This is the farm. This is the view. This is out my front porch. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about it at all. That's old Silver. Silver, the old Dodge Ram truck. What you look at is old Silver's looking pretty back there right now, but old Silver is rusty. Fairly rusty. That's our fuel truck and our farm truck. The Cummins diesel Dodge is up the hill from where we are. And the puppy dogs are sitting on the front porch. So that's it. It's just been so beautiful here. The weather's been nice and mild. North Carolina is just a wonderful place to live. If any of you guys are with this whole mess that's going on with the COVID, if any of you guys have considered moving and thinking of homesteading and living in the country, North Carolina is a wonderful place, and it's inexpensive to live here. It really is, especially in the rural part of North Carolina where I live here. So sounds like CCR song. Do looking out my back door. I was listening to a CCR song the other day that had a political agenda, and I was like, man, the lyrics are, some folks are born made to raise the flag, ooh, that red, white, and blue, but it ain't me. That's not that's I didn't even notice the lyrics of that song until the other day. So I didn't know that political statement was in there. It ain't me. $100 truck has been sold a long time ago. Whoever's asking about that, yep. It's been gone nearly a year. Do you see many snakes? No, don't see many snakes. Hey, how you doing, bud? Sonny, I'm doing good, bud. Thank you. Yep, we're in Rockingham County. That's right, Rockingham County. Took me 3 days to build a chicken tractor. Had to take wire out the bottom and move it. So I need to build another one to put him in. Yeah, we're going to be building a couple more chicken tractors here. It's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Weeping Willow, happy birthday. Woo! Join channel member time. Do it. Do it, son. Don't weep. Don't weep. That's not nice. What we got here? How much of a pain is it to record and move cameras around while you're working? Chris Q. Good question. Good question. Relevant question too. What you're experiencing, dude. It's tough. So I would say that it takes me, I have to plan everything out. The things that I do on camera, I have to plan them out, and it takes me probably 2/3 as much time. So in other words, if it was going to take me an hour, it's going to take me probably an hour and 40 minutes to handle something, to do some work. So yeah, in all the camera shots, I would say 99.9% of the time, any drone shot you see with me driving a tractor or doing something, I'm flying the drone and I'm driving the tractor and I'm running the cameras, and there are 3 or 4 cameras all about all the time. So from GoPros to camcorders to DSLR cameras, there's all sorts of cameras at work all the time, and that's just what it is. Do you hunt? James Mason says, do you hunt? Yes, I hunt. I do hunt. I didn't have time this year to hunt. Me and my buddy, the Red Beaver, have been, he's been up here turkey hunting. I've been trying to find time to go turkey hunting with him. It's tough, man. It's tough. So soon we'll do another fishing trip video with my buddy, the Red Beaver. That'll be a good time. Got some chickens because of you. Thanks. I appreciate it. That's awesome. What kind of drone do you have? I have a DJI Mavic Pro and a DJI Mavic Pro 2. Patricia says, too much tech for me, LOL. There's a lot of tech. So guys, think about this, man. Think about this. The guy that's out here building the fence, and the guy that's over here planting think about this. Just think about this. The guy that's over here planting tomato plants, and the guy that's out here playing music, and the guy that's out here building the fence, and the guy that's taking you in the kitchen and cooking is also the guy that's doing the filming and the editing. Think about that. Think about that. There's a lot. There are 60 hours a week that goes into this. There is a lot, okay? It takes a lot. Do you have chickens available for sale? We do not have chickens available for sale right now, but the hatcheries, Murray McMurray Hatchery that we're working with this year, they have chickens. So check them out. You might have to wait. You're not going to get them right away. And a lot of farm stores have chickens. I do not ever recommend getting your chickens from a farm store. I just, if the deal presents itself, go for it. But I just don't recommend it, even though it comes from a hatchery and it's probably maybe Murray McMurray or maybe Meyer or maybe another hatchery. Buying those chickens, you're rolling the dice that the chicken might die, and that's just it. So for sure, and please don't buy Easter chickens and dye them and they die. That's not right. You need to buy 3 or 4 or 5 chickens when you do it. Patricia says, thank you for working so hard to help teach us. Thank you, Patricia. We have come a long way, Big John. If anybody gets a chance, when you get done with this, look back at some of the old videos of where this farm was when we bought it. This was a briar patch, man. This was not a farm. This was nothing like what you see day to day here on the farm now. This place was nothing at all like that. So it's proof positive, Skeeters. It's proof positive that you yourself can take a piece of old, worn out, dilapidated, garbagey looking land and bring it back to something wonderful and beautiful with just a little bit of research and time and hard work. That's it. You really can. You can do it. Which do you use more, your little tractor or zero turn? So we have a Ventrac tractor, and that's good for mowing like the pond banks and stuff like that. It's got a 6-foot deck on it. I love it. It does great. Zero turn's good for the yard. So the last mow today with the Cub Cadet, that'll be the last mow before we donate it. It's got about 4.5 hours on it. This will be the last mow before I donate that to our local volunteer fire department. I think it's my civic duty to do that. I've got 2 zero turns now, and I think that's the right thing to do. I think to give it to them on a raffle is going to be the right thing to do. When the raffle gets all set up, we'll announce it, and that way if you guys want to buy tickets, if you're local here or if you're 4 or 5 hours away and you want to buy a raffle ticket or 2 or 10 or 15 to help benefit our local fire department, I'll let you know if they can get it done online. That'd be super cool, and it would be awesome that we could share that with you and you guys could help benefit the fire department, because good gracious, I have set the woods on fire enough. Hay bales and wood, I've caught them out a bunch. You can put a link to your first video. I can't put a link. Can you put a link to your first video? But you can go to Stoney Ridge Farm, the channel, click videos and click date added, oldest. And you'll go back and you'll see me stumble through. I didn't have this shirt. I probably had the same overalls on. You'll see me stumble through sharpening the blades on the bush hog. And it's funny, his webpage, let me say, how do you balance your full-time job and the farm? Well, this is my full-time job now, man. So I've slowly cut my hours back as a registered nurse at the hospital in intensive care. I worked there for 13 years. One of the hardest things I ever had to do was write that letter of resignation. Such a long time, and I'm still maintaining my nursing license. I'm not banking on all this being here all the time. That's why the super chats and everything help so much. But I'm full-time here on the farm, and full-time building the farm, and full-time on making YouTube videos for you guys. So 60 hours a week. Again, wake it, live it, sleep it, breathe it. When I go to bed at night, the last thing I look at is YouTube, and the first thing I look at when I wake up in the morning. You won't find many people with 370,000 subscribers that jump in and try to respond to almost every comment I possibly can. I do my very best to keep it real, for sure. So my wife will never give up her RN license. I'll never give mine up as far as I'm concerned, man. That took some work, buddy. That was pure on work. Just getting into nursing school is work. But you know, I did a 2-year degree. I started out at community college level and got a 2-year degree, and went on and got my 4-year degree once I graduated and started working. That's just, I'm a working man. That's it. That's what I love. Uh, I don't know what in the world that spam comment was. You should use the law of attraction in the morning, and night. I don't know what that means. Law of attraction in morning and night. Brian says a farm takes a lot and all your takes a lot and all your time to keep a farm up. You daggone right it does. I've got a buddy that sent me a and I'm gonna forget his channel name. I think it's, oh goodness, he's got to be here. I'll post a link after this. I'll post a comment to his channel. But let me get this bowl. Let me show you. It's a handmade bowl. Okay. Yep, he wrote it. He wrote it down. So, Awesomology 101. Tim with Awesomology 101 says, thanks, Josh. Enjoy it. Let me know if you'd like another. Tim Ashley, Awesomology 101. There's a video of him making this bowl. What a beautiful walnut bowl. That is so special. And I guess this is number 9 that he's made. Thank you, Tim. Awesomology, guys. You can go check out their channel. He made this bowl and he did a video about how he made it, and he turned it from a big old chunk of wood down to this. Thanks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Any gifts that anybody sends, I really, really appreciate it. Brian Meatley has sent several gifts to the farm. I thank you so much, buddy. This is a beautiful bowl, isn't it? Look at how, just look at that. Look at the color. Isn't that just beautiful? When I got it here, I have some walnut oil, and that's what we use in our cast iron pans is walnut oil. So I poured a little walnut oil, and I took my bare hands and just rubbed it all in there. What a beautiful, beautiful piece. Something that will be with me until I die, probably. So, I mean, honestly, thank you so much. Awesomology 101, thank you. This will be in our home forever. So, thank you. In our home or our cabin. Thanks. Appreciate it. Were you in the service? Somebody just said that. Yes, random channel. I was in the Air Force. Awesomology. Thank you, man. Black walnut came out nice. Yeah. I was in the Air Force. I was an electrician in the Air Force. We maintained the airfield lighting. We worked on the overhead power lines. They called us pole jocks in our technical school. I'm shutting my door here so flies don't go in. So I went to pole climbing school for several weeks. Up the pole, down the pole, up the pole, down the pole. We had to go up and rescue people and do all that stuff and learn how to hang power lines and transformers and all that, and airfield lighting and the electrical systems in the on the Air Force base. So that's what I did for about 4.5 years. I worked in a shop with electricians, plumbers, carpenters, metal shop guys, all these different trades. And as I worked with those people, I picked up some of their trades, and I also picked up some side work building fences as a young man, 19, 20, 21 years old. And my weekends, I built fences. In the evening time, I worked at a pizzeria called Pie Pizzeria. If any of you guys are from Utah, you'll know that. Know the Pie Pizzeria, voted Utah's best pizza forever. And I toss pizzas, man. So I work. So anybody who says, oh, you got all that for free, it's not true, man. I work and I love it. I have a passion for everything I lay my hands on, and I really enjoy pretty much everything that I do. I think if I was a garbage man, I would love doing that. JT6188 says, born at Hill Air Force Base, and there's nothing wrong with having being a garbage man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That'd be fun to me. I think it'd be awesome. So 4 Kids on the Farm says, when were you in Utah? I lived in Utah from 1996 all the way to 2006. I lived in several places in Utah. Victor Marshall, $10 super chat, $10. Thank you. Woo! As tall as you are, couldn't you reach from the ground? Question mark. I don't know, Gary. I don't know what your question is, brother. Sorry. I wish I could see all this. I'm scrolling through here. Yep. I'm sorry, buddy. BC Gritner says Little Canada, Minnesota. I guess that's Minnesota. Josh, still have the Willys. Man, you're late to the show, dude. We just went in the garage and looked at it. We just did it. We just looked at it. Red Beaver question mark. We just mentioned that too. Where you been, man? Where you been, Jared? Did you replace the calf that died? So yeah, Red Beaver's been up here. I haven't got him on a video yet. I'd love to do a turkey hunt with him, but I don't want to get bit by a tick. So my neighbors up the hill here, it makes me itch just thinking about it. So my neighbors up the road here got bit by a tick, and a lot of people around here have been getting bit by ticks and getting that that disease or syndrome where you can't eat red meat anymore. And I don't want that, man. That's bad. Ticks are really bad. Skinner Farm says, how do you become a channel member? Right down below, it says join. Click join. You have to have a Google account all set up, but click join, and that's how you become a channel member. So that's it. Lyme's disease. Yeah, Lyme's disease too. But the eating red meat disease would be horrible. I'm trying to answer for you when I can't. LOL. I don't know. When are the hogs coming? As soon as I can build a hog pen. Hey, what are y'all doing? Dogs. Look. Let's turn you over here. You're on a stool, a rotating stool. Dogs. Watch this. Go poop. Go poop. Go pee pee. So I've had the dogs out in the pond, and we've all been playing for the last little bit. I should be mowing the yard, but we've been out playing, and they just absolutely love it. Digging in the creek and playing in the pond. I've been trapping minnows every day. And the minnows I've been releasing into the pond where we put our catfish so that I can I get a few minnows out of the creek, put them in the pond, minnows and crawfish, and hopefully that gives the catfish we just released a little something to snack on. Sing us a song. All right, I think I'm all done. A friend of mine lost his life due to renal failure due to Lyme disease. Yeah, Lyme disease can be horrible. How many cameras do you use on the farm to make the videos? GoPros. Typically one GoPro, sometimes 2 cameras, sometimes 3 cameras. It just depends. Drone. So there's a lot of cameras at work. If you can see the videos, you can see that there's a lot of cameras at work sometimes. It's fun though. I enjoy it. Catfish are good. I haven't seen them since I released them, which is a good thing. Should be fishing right now. I know. I am fishing. Right here. Fishing for suds. Fishing for fizz. So, as soon as I get off this live stream, we're going to take it to 45 minutes here. When I get off this live stream, we got to do one more giveaway too before I go. Then I'm going to get busy. I'm going to get busy with the mowing. Pond question: with putting cattle in the front pasture, how will you prevent manure from running into it so the nitrogen content isn't too high? We're going to be rotationally grazing our cattle, and our cows will not have access to the pond. They will not have access to the creek. They will not have access to the pond. They will not have access to waterways. They will not be in the pond or anywhere around it unless they're only there for probably 6 hours to trim up around the pond. I'll put a temporary fence around, let them eat it, and then I'll move them out. So that will not be an issue. The cows will not poop enough, and they will not be laying out there waiting in the pond. We're going to keep our animals out of our water, and we're going to be putting in watering systems here on the farm so that we can intensively graze. That's what the idea is. So hope that answers your question. Where can we buy your hats at? Well, can't buy the hats yet. This whole virus thing has slowed everything down on the hat production. In fact, you've reminded me, I need to email my hat guy tomorrow and say, hey dude, what's up? Where are the hats? So we're waiting on some hats and t-shirts. They'll be coming off of my website. So if you stay on StoneyRidgeFarmer.com, if you check out StoneyRidgeFarmer.com, you'll see them when they're there, and I'll surely make an announcement here and over on Facebook. If you're not following us on Facebook, we're on the grand mission to get 10,000 followers on Facebook. We have 370,000 followers on YouTube, and we don't have but 9,000 followers on Facebook. So we're in Missouri. I'll buy that hat. Hey Josh, greetings from Oklahoma. This hat is awesome. I love this hat. This is a great hat. I get one a year because eventually it falls apart. It's a $10 hat, and it's going to look, by the end of the season, it's going to be all a big mess. And that's just normal. Which is better, a 4-seater or 2-seater UTV? I need help. Lucas, don't buy a 2-seater utility vehicle if you ever think you'll have people over and you'll want to show them your place. Do buy a 2-seater utility vehicle if you are just working with it and it's going to be you and your partner or your wife, your kid, or whomever. But the reason we have the Kubota X1140, which is the best of both worlds, converting from 2 to 4-seat, is because I wanted a 4-seater. Now the Bumblebee, which is the Cub Cadet Challenger, that's Mrs. Stoney Ridge's, that is a 2-seater, and that thing is a zippy little fun thing, and we can run around the farm and get stuff done in a hurry. So it just depends. I like a 4-seater beyond the shadow of any doubt. If you're buying a utility vehicle, a UTV, I don't care if it's a Cub Cadet or if it's a Gator, John Deere Gator, or a Polaris or anything to that effect, get power steering. Period. Power steering. It will break your fingers if you don't have power steering. It's hard for smaller stature people, young ladies, to drive without power steering. Ever had a heat lamp fire from raising birds? No, sir. I've definitely tried my very best. I don't put a heat lamp in my chicken coop because unless it gets down below like 20 degrees in a blowing rain or something like that, they're fine. They're just fine. So I don't put a heat lamp. We have enough birds that they can keep themselves warm. But we live in a mild climate here in North Carolina, so if you live up in Canada, you might have to. So be careful. Just be careful. What's your favorite brand? Danny. I don't have a favorite brand. I don't have a favorite brand of anything. Bumblebee is sweet, Alex. I love Bumblebee. I zipped around in Bumblebee today and playing, sliding and doing all kinds of stuff. Hence the fact I got to fix my driveway because I'm just having too much fun with it. Stoney Ridge Farm, we're thinking of getting a new tractor. What do you recommend that is small and reliable? Check out Massey Ferguson. Wink, wink. Check out Massey Ferguson. They have a 1700 series tractor that you can get into for like 10 to 15,000, depending on what you get. There will most likely be one, wink, wink, on the farm, wink, at some point. So you guys will know when I know, I promise. Do you ever put lime on your yard? I don't. Yeah, I put lime on our yard. The pH of our soil here was 4.2. So when we moved into our place, 4.2. That's why you see the green grass, because grass doesn't want to grow at a pH of 4.2. And we use Solucal. We don't use lime because we could put down 1 bag of Solucal or we could put down 4 bags of lime. So we use Solucal, and there's actually a pallet of Solucal, and it's just calcium. That's what it is. It's putting calcium on the land, and that sweetens the soil. So if you think about it, acidic is bitter, much like vinegar. So acidic is bitter, and basic is sweet. So we want to sweeten the land up a little bit by putting Solucal or calcium, calcium chloride, or limestone down on our land. And where we live, the land is inherently acidic, very acidic, and there is no topsoil whatsoever. What you're seeing out here is me building topsoil. I have to call someone when I get off the phone with you guys. Did I sell the white Jeep? Jeremy, yes, I sold the white Jeep. I have to call somebody, the chicken farmer guy, when I get off the phone here. We're supposed to be getting 400 tons of chicken manure. 400 tons. The dump truck that will be hauling it will only haul around 10 to 12 tons. Think about that. That is a tandem dump truck. The dump truck that's dumping gravel out here in the driveway. 400 tons. We can only haul 10 to 12 tons on the truck. That is a lot of manure. It's enough manure to bury my house. And I can't wait. I'm so excited about slinging that manure out on the land and watching it go boom, just instead of pouring chemical fertilizer out. The cost of that, oh, let's talk about, that's a lot of crap. Yeah, it is. The cost of that manure, hang in here, guys. We're going to do another giveaway too. The cost of that manure is around $3,500 to $4,000 plus about $1,500 to haul it. That's an expense. However, that'll be enough manure to spread on the farm for the next 3 years. So that's enough fertilizer to spread on the farm for 3 years. So we'll start hitting it in the fall. We'll hit it again in the spring. We'll hit it again in the fall. And we'll continue to hit the hot spots. I'll be doing a video pretty soon about some of the software that we're using. So there's some software we're using on our farm to find the trouble spots that really need biomass, that really aren't growing very well. That'll be a future video. It's a fun video. We'll learn a little bit about how you guys, if you have a little bit of land or a big farm or a big ranch, how you can track the progress of your nutrient in your soil with satellite data. It's really awesome. I might as well, man, I wish I could, I don't have the website information in front of me. I could tell you what it's about, but I will. My comments are ignored. I can't see your comments, Desiree for Liberation, but stop feeling sorry for yourself and tell me what you're talking about. Go ahead. I'll be looking for you. You don't need to, I'm not ignoring you. I can't see them. I have to touch the screen every time I see a comment, okay? Would have asked if you had ducks, like cabbage head, so satellite data. No kidding. Yep. BC Gritner, absolutely. Moonshiners around, thirsty. Where's that comment? Desiree, come on, get it up here. Desiree for Liberation. Come on, Desiree. Where are you at? Where's your comment? I'm giving you the floor. You got the floor. Make it show. Make it show. There it is. I'm building a coop for the first time in my backyard. Do you have a question, Desiree? Or I'm sorry. That's awesome that you're building a coop. I'm sorry you thought I was ignoring you, but I'm not. I can't see the comments unless I touch the screen. It's so annoying. All right. Do you have a question, Desiree? Trees climbing. You and Greg Judy. Thumbs up. Greg Judy's awesome dude, man. He's a cool guy. Very cool guy. I could sit with Greg Judy and talk with that guy for 10 hours straight. And he's just a fountain of information. If you guys aren't subscribed to Greg Judy, if you haven't checked out his channel, go over and check it out. Greg Judy, regenerative rancher. He is an awesome person. He's just a great person and a wealth of knowledge. Some of Greg Judy's principles we'll be applying on our farm. Some of Joel Salatin's principles we'll be applying here on our farm. It's going to be a mix, and it's interesting to see how everybody does it. Everybody doesn't do it the same, and that's it. So we got 100 more chickens coming at the end of the month here. Greg Judy is the man, somebody says. He has plenty of videos on chicken coop. Yeah, I have a ton of videos on chicken coop. Check out, Google search the perfect chicken coop or how to build a chicken coop. You'll find me in there. Probably the top 2 or 3 on the 2 to 5 on YouTube, which is flattering, very, very flattering. Chicken manure is better than horse manure for a vegetable garden. I would say so. It's very high in nitrogen. Horse manure, here's the risk that you run with horse manure. So horses are fed typically a high quality hay. Now, typically a high quality hay that's fed to a horse has been sprayed with some sort of herbicide to keep the weeds out. So if you see drunk people starting fires and running chainsaws, my neighbor just texted me, said, if you see people, drunk people starting fires and running chainsaws, it's just us. That's so funny. Are you from Oklahoma? No, I'm not from Oklahoma. No way. Sorry. I'm from Virginia. I grew up in Virginia, Southwest Virginia, about 15 minutes from where I am. Have you had any more problems with trespassers this year? I've had to run a few people off from the pond, a few disrespectful people that just don't understand property rights. Are like, oh, so we can't fish? Dude, you didn't put in on this, man. You're not out here weed eating around the pond. You know, I'm happy to share, but people will trash it. People throw trash out. I've let people fish, and next thing you know, I'm coming back the next morning and I'm picking up their worm cups, their t-shirts, their beer cans, or whatever it is. I don't want to deal with it. I don't. So our land is reserved to family and red beaver. My buddy the red beaver. You're buzzing. What's your beef with Wrangler Star? It says Doug. I don't have any beef with Wrangler Star, man. Wrangler Star helped me out with my channel. In fact, Wrangler Star, I had like 8 subscribers, and I reached out to Wrangler Star and told him I was starting a channel similar to what he was doing, but with a little bit of a twist. And oh, you heard the vibration. That's what it was. Anyway, Wrangler Star's great, man. Go over and tell him Stoney Ridge Farmer said hey. He's a good guy. I don't have any beef with him at all. So yeah. You know what I do have beef with? Let me say what I have beef with. I have beef with anyone who's trying to capitalize on the situation in our country right now. I have beef with that. Anybody who's trying to capitalize on that, I do. I'm not gonna harp on it. I want you guys to come to my channel and breathe a breath of fresh air away from the disaster that's plaguing our country right now. And I don't watch the news channels. I get my updates on YouTube of what's going on in our country. And I don't leave the farm very much. So I might leave the farm twice this week for like 10 minutes or so. I don't leave the farm very much. Oh, I got you. Just when you said collab, didn't seem like there was... Yeah, I've reached out to Wrangler Star. Can you imagine? Okay, so think about this. When you're a big YouTuber, and I don't want to say big shot YouTuber, because there's no difference in a guy that has a YouTube channel with 100 subscribers to 500 subscribers. There's no difference in the content of that man's heart, in my opinion. It's no difference to me. I'm no different than I was when I had 10 subscribers. So, Scott Eddington, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Love the channel and all the great stuff you're doing. Thank you for your service. Thanks, man. So, there's no difference really. So I try to answer emails from everybody that I possibly can and be genuine and be the same guy that you're talking to here. If you talk to me on the phone, I'm going to be the same guy. Now, if you call me and I haven't given you my phone number, you're not going to get the same guy. You're going to get somebody that says, hey, how'd you get my number? Blah, 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 blah. But if, you know, we get bombarded by emails and it's absolutely overwhelming at times. Sometimes I get, you know, I check my email like 5 times a day, and sometimes I'll have 15 or 20 new emails from people, and I try to respond to everybody. If you've emailed me and asked me something and I haven't responded to you, it's because I didn't understand your question. So absolutely. Think about all the sick people working on the meat and produce. I don't think that there is quite as many sick people as this. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I don't think it is. There's quite as many. You think about do some math. Here's what I say. Do some research. When we get done here with the live stream, do some research on the math of how many people have been sick. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. I don't. You email me back. Wrangler Star has not. That's funny. That's funny. I'm not really worried about Wrangler Star. He helped me out when I first started my channel. He gave me some great advice, and I've taken that advice, and here I am. So, yeah, maybe if not for Wrangler Star, I might not be sitting here talking to you. So he gave me some great advice on what to do, and I saw this as something that I would enjoy, and I pursued it. So there was a super chat. Where'd you go? Super chat. Where you at? Scrolling through. I don't know what an NOK from Norway. 20 NOKs. Thank you so much. Thanks, man. What's up, Stoney Man from Georgia? Brian Forrest in the house. Do y'all can your food from your garden? You dang right, boy. Sure do. Especially this year. I've got some big plans for some green beans and some corn, and to have that stuff all winter long. We still have tomatoes that we canned 2 years ago. And the problem with living in a mobile home, a small mobile home like this, is there's honestly nowhere. There's no pantry. There's nowhere to store that stuff. So I'm real excited about building our future home at some point here on the farm. I'm not sure what we're going to do, whether we're going to build a log home, a stick-built home, or whether we're going to go with a a modular home. I don't know. We're not wealthy people. We're trying to pay our bills off and trying to get out of debt and trying to live right. So I don't see some extravagant craziness going on, and I don't see brand new Corvettes all over everywhere or anything silly like that. We want to be comfortable and live comfortably and enjoy ourselves. The beer looks good. Yeah. I bought a root cellar. So I've been looking at building a root cellar. The thing is that the humidity is really high, and you want a low humidity place to store your canned food. So thought about digging one right out here because, buddy, we got a tornado warning the other day, and I was thinking to myself, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? So Swisher makes I hope one of the guys from Swisher's in here right now, but Swisher makes a tornado shelter. So we're talking to Swisher about getting a tornado shelter and installing it out here in our building. So when something goes down like that, we can have a place to hide because it's really scary. And I've experienced a tornado firsthand. A tornado hit downtown Salt Lake City, but before it hit downtown Salt Lake, it flew right over Hill Air Force Base where I was stationed, and we were working up on the power lines. I was up a pole working on the power lines about 5 minutes before that tornado hit. I climbed down the pole, I got in the truck, I took off, and I watched the trees on the golf course go bloop, 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 just fall over like dominoes, man. It's scary, very, very scary. So I have a fear of tornadoes. Dig a cellar and it'll make a storm shelter too. Yeah. Have you ever thought about putting up a fence around for, I don't know what that, Philip? I don't know. Bet I came down the pole fast. Yeah. I hooked my way down pretty quickly. So, guys, one more giveaway, one more super clean giveaway. Where is Popcorn, the Willis Jeep? Where is Popcorn? Where is the Willis Jeep? First guy to tell me where the Willis Jeep is that was paying attention from earlier wins the super clean prize pack. In the garage, Floyd Calkins. Floyd in the garage. Thank you. Go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com. Click contact me, and we'll get you your info forwarded over to the super clean folks and get you hooked up, brother. Get you hooked up. I'm glad everybody knows it's in the garage. Guys, thank you to all the new channel members that joined the channel today. That's super duper special. If any of you guys join the channel during a live stream, it will recognize you. It'll light up in green. So I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes. If anybody else wants to join the channel, you'll be recognized at that time. I really, really thank you. Thank you all for your super chats. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for everything. I hope to be here for the next 50 years, man, making videos. I want to be an old man out here with a cane, with an earpiece in, saying, what's that you say? Today we're going to be building a chicken coop. Good stuff. What kind of beer do you drink, Stoney Man? Says Brian. Right now I've got a pale ale. Typically something that's watery. So nothing too awful special, man. I don't drink a lot of beer. I really don't. Contrary to the beer belly, it seems like I have. I don't drink a lot of beer. I just don't do it. It's just, to me, it's just not productive to me. I don't want to wake up with my head hurting. And if I drink two beers, dude, my head hurts. It does. So I think maybe my earlier years as I DJ'd for several years in local bars when I lived in Utah. So I DJ'd and I did karaoke DJ. And I think the years of that have broke me on the partying. I don't want to party, man. I just want to build something. I just enjoy that. So, what breed of chicken is your favorite? Chris Kelly. I like to eat a Cornish cross, and I like to get eggs from a white leghorn. But the sweetest chicken I ever had was a blue-laced Wyandotte, I think is how you say it. Free beer is what JT prefers. I like that too. You ever thought about putting up a fence around the farm? I'm putting up a fence around the farm, Philip. Yes, sir. We're putting up a fence. Not directly on the property lines, but on the edges of the field. So we've got 2 miles of fence built, and we've got about 3.5 more miles to go. Lots of work. Perimeter fencing is all we're putting up, really. Maybe a little bit of cross fencing. But that's what we're doing. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me here tonight on the Stoney Ridge Farm live stream. It's been an hour and 5 minutes, and I am peacing out. I got to get on the lawnmower before it gets dark. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that done, and my neighbors just texted me again, and I think they need my help. So I think I'm going to run over there and see what they're doing. And thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the new channel members. Let's see if anybody joined the channel while I was rambling on here. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I just can't see the comments. I have to put my finger right here and blah, 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 and do that. So thanks, guys. I hope if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the like button. 298 people in here. Let's get it up to 300 likes. And please share the videos on the channel. If you like something, jump on Facebook and share them. Most everybody has Facebook. The biggest thing you can do is spread the word. That's the biggest thing. Spread the gospel. Amen. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm. All right? Woo!